Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This video is supposed to be a question and answer type of video, but I decided that I'm just going to turn it into a general video, as in everything that I'll be saying in this video is applicable to everybody. So even though the questions were asked from those who have applied for the army and wanted to know how the visa application process works, and you know, what are the do's and the don'ts, what do you need to do, how do you need to prepare, etc. to be successful in the visa application. I just thought I'm just going to do a general video because, of course, loads of people try to get visa for Canada, try to get visa for the UK, Canada, and America. What you need to bear in mind is that most of the visa application is pretty much similar. The only thing that's different in the visa application is the fact that the UK doesn't do a face-to-face interview, so you don't find out on the day if you're going to get the visa. Whereas the United States, you have your visa appointment, you go on the day, and then you do the interview and you find out on the day if you're successful. With the UK and Canada, you have to wait about 3 weeks to find out. So you go in to drop off your documents, but you have to wait 3 weeks to find out if you are successful in your visa application. So that's where it varies. Yeah, so basically I'm just going to give a run through some inside information that I have about how it works and how to be successful in your visa application. There's no trick to it, guys. It's pretty much straightforward, and I'll tell you that after the intro. In the whole process, I will be highlighting 4 categories that you really need to be ticking the box in to be successful in your visa application. And this is based on experience, also what I've learned, also, like I said, I've also information that I've received. But then again, I've studied the system as well, so pretty much this is the go-to. So the 4 categories that I'll be highlighting in these videos are financial, ties to country of origin, personal, conduct, and intent. So the first one, guys, which is financial. First thing that they'll look at, not the first, because it's not like it's an order. It's just that these are the boxes that you need to tick in order to be successful. Like I said, it's the same thing that you'll have to show as well when you're invited by the military. The only upside to being invited by the military is that you're going to be given an invitation letter, which pretty much you're more than likely guaranteed entry. But if you neglect these other parts of the application, they will not allow you to enter into the UK. Doesn't matter if the army sent you a letter. It's just that the army letter gives you so much more. The army letter gives far more guarantee, but you still need to tick all the boxes in order to be granted the visa. So the first one, like I said, is your financial. So what they really want to see is whether or not you're able to financially take care of yourself. And when you're in the UK, and like I said, it's applicable to the United States. So the first thing they want you to show them, not just say it. So whatever you say on the application, whatever you write on the application, you have to back it up. It's like an essay. You have to, whatever you say in your essay, you have to back it up with evidence. So if you say that you have $5,000 in the bank, you have to show bank statement that you have that amount in the bank. You can't just say it and then, you won't get through. So they just want to see that you're not going to come to the country and depend on the system, i.e. public funds. They just want to see that you're not going to do that. So they want to see that you have enough money, and they're going to weigh that money against the length of stay in the UK. So let me give you a key tip. Now, a lot of people think that because you're applying for a 6 months visa, you should put on the application that you're coming to the UK for 6 months. No, it doesn't work like that. They will not grant you that visa. What you do is it's just a tricks to the trade, which is kind of like ridiculous, because when you think about it, they're saying that these visa application, it's about honesty, but yet still everything about the process is political, in my opinion, because at the end of the day, I don't think they take time to look at the individual, especially especially those who've made mistakes. I think it's just one of those things where if you don't tick this, more than likely you're written off. So, but again, I just believe you should be honest, but I'm just saying it's a bit political. So, even though you're applying for a 6 months visa, never put on an application that you want to come to the UK for 6 months. They will not grant you that visa. Just put that you come in maximum 3 weeks. That's my advice. Very, very good for you. Just put that you come in for 3 weeks. Even if you do stay for more than 3 weeks, what you have to understand is you're granted a 6 months visa, which means you're allowed to stay in the country for 6 months. But if you overstay 6 months, then of course you've messed up yourself. But I would advise not to put that you come in for more than 3 weeks. And if you want to stay longer, then you can always extend that. It's allowed, guys. That's not illegal. The second tip is, which is the second point, really is ties to your country of origin. Now, this really means that what is preferable or what is attractive or will make you tick that box is if you can show that you have something to come home to. What they're afraid of is that you're going to come in their country and run off. So they like to see that you have something, i.e. a child. What's stronger is a job or a business that shows ties to your country. Children as well, like I said earlier, but mainly having a job and a business or a business is really strong pointers for them to say, okay, so this individual has ties to their country, so they're not going to want to run off. It's mad because, I don't know, it's just all ridiculous in my opinion. But when you think about it, you know, people can make up anything, but it's just weird. But I'm just telling you how to tick those boxes, how you're going to be successful. And the next one, you need to show that, you know, your intention to travel. So I'm not doing this in order, guys. I'm just throwing it out there. Intent to travel. Why are you coming to the UK or Canada or wherever? Why? You need to show why, and it must be a legitimate reason. For those invited by the military, of course, that's a given that you get that invitation from the military. So that ticks that box, and more than likely, that's a really strong invitation that the military will give you. So this one doesn't really apply to you because your intention is really to come to join the army. But for those coming to visit, make sure your intent is clear and it is legitimate, and it's not no foolishness like, you know, like some people. I can't even come up with some things. You have to just have a legitimate reason to want to come, not something ridiculous. You know, it has to make sense. Like you're coming to attend a graduation, your brother's graduation. You come in, these are not very strong, but at least they're good reasons. You come in to visit, you never traveled before. And again, you just have to show that you can cover yourself. Now, the fourth one is your behavior. So personal standing. So they want to know that you're a decent human being. You're not going to come to their country with your extreme behavior. You're not an extremist. You're not going to come to the country and tear it down, which is where the political part comes in, because you have some people that made mistakes and they have a criminal record. That is why it's harder for them to get their status, to get an entry to travel because of that, which I think is it's not very fair. But I'll address that in another video, because the world just don't give second chances. This is what the world we live in. There's no such thing as second chance, you know. Once you blow it, you blow it. This is why a lot of people go the illegal way to get into countries, because, so, you know, the honesty don't always work, which is weird. But again, it's man that's running the system. But I would always say, stay on the side of being honest and not doing the illegal things to get where you need to get to. The next thing, if you've traveled to another country, this is why I say they're all connected, because if you've traveled to another country like America and then you've run off, that's gonna affect your chances of getting a visa for Canada or the UK. Now, these boxes, once you've ticked these boxes, they cannot deny you, refuse a visa just because of how you look or just because you're Jamaican. No, it doesn't work like that. For them to refuse visa, they have to give you a legitimate reason why they refuse it. This is why I say, once you tick these boxes, you're more than likely gonna get it. Trust me. everything is a box. They tick a box. They have to tick a box. They have to show why you were refused the visa. They can't just do that. That is how it works. So let me just end with addressing those, are coming up to join the military. Make sure everything is in order. Make sure your sponsor sends you documents. Make sure, send you documents like their payslip. Show that they're going to be looking after you whilst in the UK. Show that they'll send you back home if you fail your selection. So these are some of the things. The same way with everybody else, it applies to everyone as well. If you're coming to someone, a relative, they need to state clearly that they're responsible for you whilst in the UK, and that you will not be relying on public funds, and that once your visit is finished, they will ensure that you are back on a plane to your home country, whether it be Jamaica, Nigeria, Ghana, you name it. It's pretty much the same thing, minus not pretty much the same thing, except for other Caribbean countries like Anguilla, St. Vincent, Trinidad and Tobago. They don't need visa. We're talking about those countries that need a visa to enter the UK. So once you tick these boxes, guys, you're good to go. Just ensure that your documents match what you put on your application form. A lot of people put something on the application form and their documents does not support that. You have to support what you put on your application form in order to be successful in your UK visa application, or Canada or America. They're all pretty much the same. A lot of people think, like, when they go to the US for a visa, it's how they look, why they get the refuse a visa. No. Everything is down to what you can show them. I'm not saying that if you go there and swear and behave in a bad way, like I said, that's down to personal conduct. They're not gonna give you because of your behavior. So that's a part of it. So that's really it, guys. If I wasn't clear with a lot of things, please do, leave a comment in the comment box and I will reply to you, or you can message me on Instagram, because that's where I get most of my messages, at The Essence of May, and I'll be more than happy to answer any questions that you have. But guys, that's really it. Please do share the video, give it a thumbs up. You know the drill, guys. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. Subscribe. Until next time, Godspeed. Bye.